All right, Mike, MVP, long time. Always a pleasure, always a pleasure.
Always, man. Love it.
Obviously, this fight's getting closer and closer. You seem quite excited up on the top table today. I mean, is it a case of like, it's dawning on you, like, this is happening, this is real?
Yeah, you know what? Press conferences always make it real. You know what I mean? Obviously, if I had an opponent there, it'd be different. But it always makes it real. I'm announcing to the world now that I'm doing something. You have to follow through. It makes it real. But I'm excited because I think boxing's giving me a new lease of energy. I was getting a bit like, you know, not bothered and a bit demoralized in the MMA world. Obviously, injuries and a few other things, fights that I wanted that weren't happening. So yeah, a few things were kind of getting like I was almost just like, oh, I'm kind of getting tired of this now. But the boxing's giving me a new lease of life for both. So I'm doing new training, which is I just feeling a lot stronger already. I'm putting on a little bit of size. I need to cut back down, but I'm feeling a lot stronger. And it's also excited me for doing my MMA training. I'm landing certain shots in MMA spars. Top guys are coming down, and they're just like, rah, like just from the boxing work that I've been doing. So I'm just crazy excited. I think it was the perfect timing for me. Perfect timing.
Talking about the size, I'm looking at that picture, man. You look like you're bursting out of some background from a superhero movie. What happened to the picture? Is that really you?
Yeah, that's me. No edits over here. No.
I mean, look, you're looking orange. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You definitely got to taper down. Talk about the training, because you mentioned on the top table that, you know, it's grueling. It's testing you in different ways. It's asking different questions of your body. Obviously, you get off on all that. I know you sportsmen are, but just talk about that a little bit.
It is very difficult. A lot of people think that, you know, just crossing over because you already fight, that, you know, it's an easy transition. It's not at all. And I appreciate and respect even more so, and I did anyway, but even more so now, the work rate that boxers have to put in to be boxers. And for me, that crossover now, the stress on my shoulders, the stress on my core, I say stress, but it's just working. I'm working it non-stop. And all I've done is gone from working multiple things, jack of all trades in terms of body, to being a focus, a master of one particular part of my body. So my shoulders, my twisting, skipping, it's pull-ups, it's dips, then once you're finished that, you go back around again, you're doing the same thing. Where in wrestling, I'm working my wrestling, I'm doing this. Okay, I'm working my jiu-jitsu, I'm on the floor, I'm working my body slightly differently, I can relax. So I'm taking the stress away from the wrestling. And I think it's just that specific change makes it hard.
How much did watching the Conor McGregor fight against Mayweather, I'm sure you watched it, how much did watching that, knowing that what you're going to embark on, kind of help you to really focus on what needs to be done and how you look as a boxer as opposed to, you know, an MMA fighter stepping into the rope, the squared circle?
Firstly, well, I was out there. Yeah, so I managed to make it out over to Vegas and watch him. I have to say, and I've been saying it, I'm extremely proud of how he did. He carried himself very well. He did a lot for the reputation of MMA, because that could have gone very wrong. You know what I mean? You are stepping into somebody else's world. And he did amazing. To even last 10 rounds, did amazing. Even my predictions on it was more 4-6, and he lasted 10 rounds. I think that was amazing. And to be fair, even if he had a bit of boxing know-how, he could have gone to the 12. The reason I say that is he wouldn't have come back, I don't believe, but he could have taken a knee. You know what I mean? It's just little things like that an experienced boxer would know. Okay, give me an 8 count, get back into this, you know what I mean? By the time I actually get back to sparring, I've had about 12, 13, 15 seconds to, you know, recover myself. But those little things he didn't have. And it's, for me, from the outside watching, it confirms a few things for me. I can't just step into a 12-round fight. And this is why I say, as much as I appreciate him for that, it was a money fight. Now, if you ask me to do that for the same money, I'll do it tomorrow. You see what I mean? So it was a money fight, it was an entertaining fight. He did well, but in terms of me taking boxing seriously, I need to start at 4 to 6 rounds. You know, build myself. And boxers themselves do it. They go from the Olympics to professional 4 fights, professional 6 fights. You know what I mean? And they have to, because it is that strenuous on the body to go 12 rounds. And it makes me appreciate the guys back in the day that was going 15 rounds. I don't understand that. It was crazy, but. I'm excited. I know I have the ability to do it. I know I'm a terror for anybody. First 4 rounds, first 6 rounds. But this is when it starts kicking for me. I start to get tired. I'm not a boxer. I start to get tired. The parts of my body that I need to keep there, they're not there anymore. They're letting me down. So I need to, this is where I have a few fights, I train more. I have a few more fights, I train more. And all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for 12 rounds. Now a 12-round MVP is a problem for anybody.
Talking about being a problem for anybody, I've heard rumours about and whispers about where you know, the kind of big fish you want to target in the end. Prepared to call out any big fish's names yet, or you want to go away and do your thing first?
You know me already. I don't really fuss for calling names now.
But I know you have targets, and I guess that's what it is in boxing.
It's weird that you say there's targets. Anybody who's holding belts and stuff now, you're a target. Now, it changes like the weather. It changes like the weather. By the time I'm ready, I say, yeah, 12 rounds. I was calling out this guy before. I'm ready to fight him now. He's lost 4 or 5 fights in a row. He's no longer a contender. He ain't got a belt no more. It's not the same. There's no point me calling people out now until I'm ready to actually call them out. Now, the people I've called out or mentioned is because I've had interactions with them. You know what I mean? It wasn't positive interactions.
So you've had a taste?
I've had a taste. It wasn't positive interactions, and I was just like, yeah. I find people in boxing, say people, and I don't want to spread it, cast the net, but a lot of people that I've come across in boxing that are doing well can be very diva-ish as well. And in MMA, I've never had that kind of luxury. Now, I can put on a show and like, you know, when up here, you know, dress nice, put on a show. That's not me though. Like, I show respect. I always show you respect first. And then if you show me disrespect, then I'll show you disrespect. And that's how I've been raised. That's how I've been raised, even in the gym. You never go in and you know, show disrespect. That's just me. And I just find it from other people, it's not the same. So just getting used to people like that is a bit different for me. But at the same time, I don't mind. I'm excited to get to that level, and if they're still there, calling them out and actually proving a point.
Well, hopefully we'll be speaking to you at that point as well. So good luck. I know the opponent ain't been announced yet, but good luck on October 20. Yeah. Do what you do, mate.
Always. Make sure you buy your tickets, man. I'm telling you. That's
the line today, isn't it?
Make sure you buy a ticket.